Can you respect him? He didn't say love him. You see, the reason marriages end in divorce is because you think he wants your love. He wants your love, don't get me wrong, but he needs your respect. That's why he stays at work and doesn't come home. Because at work, he's celebrated. He comes home and he's tolerated. We think he leaves because I cooked for him, I cleaned for him, I served him, I took care of him, and he still left me. Because he is not fueled by your love, he's fueled by your respect. Respect is celebration. We feel like that at work. And then we come home and we see this woman coming out of the corner and she look a little bit like Smeagol. My precious! And she crawls up to you with the fistnet round her head and said, why didn't you take the bins out? Why didn't you take the kids in the carpool? What are you doing at this time up still this late? And the man goes, I'm going back to work. Can you?
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. He killed me with that Smeagol joke, but this is facts. This is one of the things that a lot of American men are complaining about. You know, it's funny. Women always say that, why would you want a woman that needs you and as opposed to a woman that wants you? Because I think this kind of correlates with that last clip. Maybe it's just me, but in my opinion, I think women respect men that they need more versus the men that they want. Because if a woman gets a man and she just wants him but doesn't necessarily need him, she's not going to appreciate him, therefore not going to give him the respect that he wants or needs, for that matter. I mean, really, men need respect. We need respect in order to carry out the masculine duties that women expect men to carry out. And I got a few more clips that I want to show you guys so that way people can get a better understanding of where men are coming from. All right, check out this next clip.
Ladies, when was the last time you cut the grass?
Cut the grass? Like,
You don't cut the grass?
not really. Not really.
Why not?
I don't know. We just have someone to cut the grass for us.
You don't cut your grass?
No, I don't live in a place that has like yards with grass.
Oh, so you live in like tall buildings?
Yeah.
You cut your grass?
I just met you like 5 minutes ago.
Nice to meet you again. But do you cut the grass?
No, I live by the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Oceanside?
No, Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you cut the grass?
Yeah, do you
I do.
cut the grass often? How often?
Since it's cold, maybe like once a month, maybe.
I feel like once every 2 weeks is pretty good, like,
Well, yeah, but
habit.
during the summer, but it's cold right now, so grass is not growing.
Yeah.
I'm a landscape engineer.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
Now, notice how the whole vibe switched up after he said he does landscaping for a living. And to sit over here and try to critique him, well, I think, you know, every other week, that should be good. He was like, well, it's cold right now, so I'm not really doing it that often. I'm not cutting grass that often. Oh, but I think, well, I mean, I do landscaping for a living. Oh, wow. This is what I mean when I say men need respect. Y'all automatically assume that he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, only to find out that he actually does this for a living. Now, I don't know where he's at, but generally when it's cold, you know, some people don't even cut their grass at all till it gets warm again. Or maybe if a warm day comes up, then they'll go ahead and cut it. Now, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. When it's warm, we cut the grass about every other week, easily. When it's cold, we pretty much don't cut the grass at all. It pretty much just gets long till it gets warm again. Now, if we happen to have like a random warm day during a part of the year where it's cold, we might go ahead and get it knocked out. You know, especially depending on what neighborhood you're in, because you can actually get fined for letting your grass grow too tall. But that's usually only when your yard look like a damn cornstalk field or something like that. But other than that, you should be good. All right, let me quit goofing around. On to the next clip, you guys.
Matt has 6 kids. You guys all know that. He just had his second set of twins. They're homeschooled, they don't have phones, and they do not spend all day on the internet. He's very open about that, and that is all intentional. This conversation started because he was tweeting about different YouTube channels that people allow their kids to watch, and a lot of people got prickly and defensive, which obviously only made Matt Walsh lean in. But he quote tweeted somebody who asked him, at what age do you think a kid should have his or her own phone? Same question for something like an Apple Watch, giving you visibility into whereabouts and ability to communicate. And he said, there is no age where a child should have a phone with unlimited internet access. Literally no good can come of it, only bad. There is no compelling reason to give such a device to your child. My kids can have smartphones when they are adults and they are able to pay for it. So he's not even saying that he's never going to give his kids a device so that they can communicate with him. He's not trying to completely keep them out of the digital age. He is saying smartphones, social media, they have no place in my household, in my children's lives.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Somebody replied to one of his tweets and said, it's cute that you think you can actually control what your kids see and do online. Utterly wrong, of course. And Matt replied and he said, well, my kids don't have phones. And the only way to access the internet in my home is through my phone or my wife's phone or my laptop. And my kids have access to none of those. So yes, I can and do control it because I'm a responsible parent and that's what responsible parents do. You are the parent. You have control. You draw the lines. Matt went on and he said, I'm tired of hearing excuses from parents. I have 6 kids, 2 sets of twins. If we can raise our kids without giving them phones or internet access or letting them sit around all day playing video games, so can you. It is possible. Don't tell me it isn't. I'm doing it right now. If your kid doesn't spend time outside, no physical activities, is addicted to screens, those are choices that you made as a parent. God, it's so good. Don't tell me that you'd have to be Amish or something to live that way. I work in media. I'm very plugged in because I have to be. My kids aren't. This can be done. And this is the same with me. I was a child actor. For crying out loud. I was working in media as a kid and I still did not have access to any of that. Did not even watch television. It obviously has not hindered my success or my social skills considering that I talk about culture for a living. And I'd argue that I probably turned out better than a lot of kids that spent their entire childhood staying indoors, watching TV and being on their phones.
And you know what? I gotta agree with her on that. I think one of the reasons why you don't see men being as active as they used to be and being more socially awkward has a lot to do with, you know, technology being what it is now. A big part of that is social media. You know, because when I grew up, bro, I grew up at a time where you had to go out, you had to go outside to meet girls. I mean, up until you got into your teens, and then that's when social media started taking off. But when I'm telling you, like, you know, like before I hit my I'll say like before I hit my teens, I would want to say it was maybe, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I just remember that when you wanted to meet girls, you pretty much had to go outside, you know, up until the internet really started taking off. And, you know, me and my friends, we would like, if we wanted to meet girls, we would literally just go to the mall. That was our spot. We would go to the mall, or we would go to the show, see a movie. That's pretty much how we met girls. You know what I mean? Then eventually social media and, you know, certain dating websites started taking over. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit that I used to be on blackplanet.com at one point, which surprisingly is still running. I don't know how, but, you know, I think social media does factor into that. And, you know, shout out to parents that, you know, believe in that, because, you know, I think children would definitely get more out of going outside and being physically active, and versus, you know, just sitting on your phone all day or just sitting in front of the TV all day. Like, that's just keeping it a buck. Let's keep it moving. This last clip right here, this last clip is the number one reason why women should want their man to lead. This next clip is the number one reason why I tell men all the time, and women, if you expect a man to do this as part of being in a relationship, then there is no reason why that man shouldn't have authority over the relationship. Check out this next clip.
Here is a man that no doubt felt fear, but he stood in the face of danger to protect his woman. The role of the masculine man is to have the confidence, the courage, and the strength to do what needs to be done. He risked himself. He put her needs above his own. He looked that beast and fear in the eye and stood there in the face of danger. This is one of the roles of the masculine man.
Pretty much since the beginning of mankind, men have put their life on the line for the sake of women, because men understand that women bring life into this world. So, if you expect your man to put his life on the line the same way that man just did in that clip, then there shouldn't be no dispute. And there shouldn't be any panels over here talking about men not leading a relationship. There should be no conversations on panels about 50-50 and all that crap, because we will never be equal, period. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog, Unplugged Traveler. As you can see, I am in the Philippines, so make sure y'all check that out. I'm about to start putting up content from the Philippines. Until next time, you guys, deuces.